Well, good morning. It rained hard all last night, and it eased up this morning. It's still going to rain off and on until noon. It's about 9 o'clock. I'm going to walk into town, but I'll give you an idea where this camp at. It's way back in the back of this trail park. I'm going to turn around. It's going to start to rain again. Here's the French Broad River. Here's my setup. I'm fixing to leave it. I've got all my charging stuff right in my block. I'm going to go charge the block. I'm going to go in town. But see how the doors on this hammock, how it gives it a private look. I can fix it up like that when I leave. And both sides, there's my pack hanging. And it's got it, it's all enclosed. And it's got a private look to it. There is security. There is a security guy that rides around here. But I'm the only one back here. There's the French Broad River. It comes on back here. I think some of the campers, they do a bike trail that comes by here. I'm not sure. I saw a couple people on a bike there. But give you an idea, look. I got to walk a quarter mile just to get to the other campers. And there's a sign that says only Appalachian Trail hikers can camp back here. This is only for Appalachian Trail hikers. And because they just come in on a backpack, but I'm the only one. All the rest of the people that are hiking, it hasn't rained. It hasn't been raining. We've only had a couple good rains. And they're most, by and far, they're all new distance hikers. They're all, none of them's hiked really long hikes. And I don't think they're confident in their gear. I mean, I'm confident in that. It rained hard last night. Everything I got's dry. And this Cuban tarp, it doesn't carry water weight. It just beats down and runs off. This Cuban tarp. This thing is great. This produced a perfect drip line here. Drips right down. This right here, it came off, dripped right down. Perfect. This drip line here. This set up. Water cannot, it just comes down. Comes down. No water drip coming in at all. It's excellent, excellent. And as the wind blew, these shock cords that I've got, they just sway back and forth. Those stakes are stuck. They're not even stuck down that great. If they had to come up in the middle of the night, I'd have got up and did something. But, I have my rain jacket always right there on the end. I can just grab it, throw it on. It's, but I'm going to take off with this. I mean, he's out here, man. I got to walk probably about a third of a mile just to get to the road to go into town. But that's okay, I'm going to go ahead and set my relive out. I'm going to go ahead and do that, cut this off and do that. That river is beautiful though. And believe it or not, after that rain, I can tell that it's actually rose up a little bit. But all along here there was damage. See all the trees and stuff, there's damage from this river overflowing. But it's gone up a little bit since that rain, since yesterday. Alright, let's go. Let's get on to town. Oh, they got a porty toilet. Huh. I didn't even see that when I come in here. It was dark when I come in. Still got another quarter mile to get out of here. This is the primitive part. And there are people down here in this section that actually they had a raft. I guess what they do is they're camped out there and they put the raft in, go down the river, and then they'd have somebody else drive a car down there and pick them up. They come ask what they were doing yesterday. I guess it was nice yesterday. Of course, I presume that's what they were doing. I came in here and it was dark. All right. Got porty toilets. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah, there's people in this section picking up their tents. They come out here in cars, stay in tents along the river. But these are like the $45 sites, each one of them. They got their own sites, see? They're like $45. But for the hikers, like whoever paid for that tent, they paid $45 for that spot. And the hikers, they probably had their car up there. They pulled out this morning. They went to town or something. But for the AT hikers, We just go to the end of the park, into the woods, along the river there. No, nothing, but I can get electricity up here. All right, we're coming up to the front now where I did my laundry last night. I'm going to go check that out. Look at all these little cabins. Along the river there. They're still rebuilding the bridge, but the damage. This whole town was closed off. They're still working on the bridge. I don't even think you can come in that way down. Entrance. This is the campground. Same people that own the lodge, Hot Springs Lodge, right there. Reportsville. I was actually in an internment camp for Germans during World War II. Believe it or not. And matter of fact, it says it on that sign over there. But anyways, it says some lady from California bought it. So some California lady owns all this now. Oh, that's close. Up for sale, Iron Horse. Alright. We're rebuilding. Alright. Alright, fixing to make my second trip to town today. It's about a 2 mile round trip. But see those boat shoes down there? I'm mailing them back. I bought some super light, already got them up in my pack. Super light camp shoes that are also boat shoe types, you know, they cover the whole foot. You can cross streams in them and stuff like that. Yep, and they're 5 times lighter than them. And then I've got a pad. When I mail that Thermarest mattress back, I got a pad to get in the shelters, but right now I've got the pad under this double-walled hammock I have. I've got the pad already fit up under there. And tonight it's going to get down to 38. Let me turn it around. It's going to get down to 38 degrees tonight. And if that pad is supposed to have an R value of 2, and then I've got the 20-degree overquilt, if I can handle the 30s comfortably with that setup, then that 10-degree underquilt's going home. And it's going to be a warming trend after several days after this. So I think from here on out, in the 30s is going to be is going to get rarer and rarer, but it could be revisited. I don't think we'll revisit the 20s. I don't think that's going to happen. So we might revisit the high 20s. That's possible. That would be a cold night. I would have everything I have on, including my thermals, all my thermals, everything on. Probably even not the rain jacket. It'd just be that, yeah, pretty much the thermals. Pretty much what I'll be wearing tonight, almost. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I can sleep comfortably, I'll send that back. But I'm gonna when that post office opens tomorrow, I'm gonna be mailing a bunch of stuff back. All right, we're getting. Can't even see my tent. Look at this. Halfway down there. Now we're coming into. We got other campers that. These are the ones they pay for these lots on the river, and they probably paid $45 for that right there. And it also depends on how many people too. And they got a raft on the back of that thing. They take them, they drive the cars out. So I guess they take the raft and go downstream with it, and go back and pick it up. All right. back there. I guess I'll walk down. Look at them post office hours. See when that post office opens in the morning. Before I head back today. Open weekdays, 9 o'clock. 9 in the morning. There'll be hikers in here getting packages and everything else, I imagine. I gotta mail some stuff out of here. You doggone right, I'm gonna mail some stuff out of here. I done bought some more gear and I have to mail stuff out of here. I ain't gonna gain weight, plus I got all this food. Alright. Oh, something pretty neat. This river comes down, it takes a U-turn up and around here, and then comes down across the other way. And this place right here was devastated. They done rebuilt it back. It was closed today. They just decided to close for some reason. Some of these places are steadily built. Now the flood, I went to the town welcome center, the House of Commerce and stuff, and looked up the history, talked to the guy, and they said the flood from Helene, and they mark it different, like on the Swanee River it's above sea level, but here they do it like from the depth of where the bottom of the river is, I guess, at elevation. So where it would be, you know, naturally the river is only about 2 foot level, whatever, but they called it the Great Flood, and it was back in the 20s, around the turn of the century. They always refer to it as the Great Flood. It hit marked 24 foot. Well, Helene, it hit 28 feet. So it broke all known records in this area. Hurricane Helene did, believe it or not. Even the history of the Great Flood. So this whole place was flooded. This was all underwater. About several feet up on these buildings. About 8 feet up on these buildings, something like that. All these are out of business. Pretty interesting. And they rebuilt over here. All this has been rebuilt in 18 months, and they're still working on the bridge up there. Pretty interesting. All this stuff has been gutted. None of this stuff's open right here. The outfitter had to move across up the hill a little further, and all of it. All right. And see, the French River crossed right there. It whips around in this little valley here, and then it crosses right again up here where the bridge is, like 2 bridges. And it goes that way, going on down, and we're going to follow it. The Appalachian Trail crosses the French Broad up here, and then goes on that bank to a place called Lookout or Lover's Leap, and we'll film that in the morning. Yeah, that trail, this road goes on up now. Interesting little place here. Now we're going to cross, and I'm going to go about almost a mile down here. I found me a shortcut. There's the town of Hot Springs right there. That's the mountain I come down when I came down. Now we're going to cut in here, and I'm going to go back about half a mile. This is a construction area. I'll pick it up, and I'm going to this little shortcut I done figured out. Now, what my plan is, I'm gonna take this food bag. Right now we got some light left, not much. Got another hour of sunlight. I'm gonna come over here to this laundry room in this campground. There's where the cars come in the campground. They come through the gate over there. But I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna come over here to the laundry room, and it's got Wi-Fi. And I'm gonna do the Wi-Fi, continue charging my block. I've got most of my stuff almost completely charged up. So all I've been doing is going from one charging place to the other and hanging out. Today I got me a pretty good resupply. I got all kinds of food, all kinds of junk I've been eating on. I've done ate pretty good. I've ate 2 or 3 times a day. And now, spend all kinds of money. That's my big thing, eating now. I'm gonna come over here to this laundry room, and I'm gonna download today's video and be up to date on that, and link that to my group page. That laundry room is right in that direction over there. Alright, it will be dark shortly, and I just happen to have my headlight on me, and I had to hike back to my camp last night in the dark. I got my headlight. And my headlight's completely charged. On top of it being completely charged, the backup battery is completely charged. So I'm like doing real good. Now where in the heck is it? Oh, it's over here. Let's go to this laundry room. This laundry room's actually got a router in it where I'm going to download this video. And hopefully there's not a whole bunch of people on this being a Sunday night. There's not too many people out here. I see one people over here. So this router's probably gonna be able to download quick. Yeah, it just, these routers, you never know. It might take a long time or it might be really quick. If there's nobody else on the router, it's really fast. And I don't see anybody out here, so I'm gonna download today's video. All right, here we go. Let's go in the laundry room. Turn it. I'm going to the laundry room here. And there ain't nobody in here. I'm gonna sit in that chair right there. Hang out, get this done. If it gets dark, it gets dark. I'm gonna hang out here. Alrighty. Put my resupply down. Let's download some videos.